Hi guys, today I'm going to share a few things about the Versant Test, which most of us were not even aware of it. So this Versant Test will be preferred by most of the uh, I mean BPOs and MNCs for the reason that the person or the applicant who clear this Versant Test will be fit for the international voice processing. In case of international voice processing, we have to come over various types of clients. The client may be either from US or UK or Australia. So if you clear this Versant Test, it said that, and it means that you can clear or you can face any of the clients. Okay, so we have to have, we should have an test paper. So just Google it, version sample test paper. The first link, if you click, you will get a link. So here it is, the Versant English test. Okay, so this Versant English test will be carried out in a separate room individually. Okay, each and every applicant will be provided with a telephone and a Versant test paper like this, and then you will be sent into a separate room. In that room, you will be asked to call this number, and a voice prompt asking your TIN test identification number. Okay, then it asks your name, your city, and the country from which you are calling. So there will be a total of 6 sections, A to F. So I'll explain it section by section. Okay, the first part, that is A, we have to read. It's about the reading skills. Okay, a voice will be asking you to read the sentence number 4. So you have to read. Most people still want to drive their own cars though. Or sentence, please read the sentence number 9. My aunt recently rescued a dog that was sick. So in the same way, will be asked around 8 or sometimes 10 sentences, and you have to repeat it. Not repeat, it will be pointing out the number. Okay, so we have to tell the respective sentence. Okay, while performing this Versant test, a simple tip is that you have to be clear, audible, and a little louder. So this helps you a little, and moreover, try to have a small, little touch of the native speakers. You will be boosting up your chances of getting selected or clearing this Versant test. So this Versant test second section is a repeat. A voice will be telling a sentence, and you have to repeat. Here an example is given. The voice says leave town on the next train, and you have to repeat it. Leave town on the next train. In the same way, you will be asked around 7 or sometimes 9 to 10 questions and sentences, and you have to repeat it clearly. So next is the section C. So in the section C, you will be asked a question, and you will be asked to answer it. Sometimes the answer will be provided in the same question itself, or you have to give some own answers. So here is an example. A voice says, would I get water from a bottle or a newspaper? And you have to say a bottle or from a bottle. So in the same way, you'll be asking, you'll be asked to 8 to 12, 8 to 10 sentences, and you have to repeat it clearly, or answer it clearly. Okay, so next is the section D, sentence building. So in this sentence building, you will be given jumbled words of a sentence. So for example, here you have a voice says, was reading my mother her favorite magazine. So in the same way, you have to rearrange the jumbled jumbled words, and make a clear sentence, like my mother was reading her favorite magazine. In the same way, you will be asked same 8 to 10 sentences, jumbled sentences, and you have to arrange it clearly. Okay, so next is the section E. So section E is the story retelling. Here you will be provided with, you will be told with you will be asked to repeat the stories, which will be briefed by the voice. So there will be a total of 3 stories. One with a 30 seconds gap for you to repeat the story, and then the second one and 30 seconds gap for the retelling, and another story with 30 seconds gap for retelling. So for this voice will be briefing a story, then a beep sound will be heard. After that we have to repeat, you have to retell the story as much as you can. Okay, and then after 30 seconds another beep sound will be heard, and after a few seconds the second story will be repeated. Okay, in the same way the next few stories, the story first, next a beep sound, and 30 seconds gap, and next beep sound, and after a few seconds the story. So this is the storytelling. Try to recollect or recollect as much as you can. Okay, so next is the section F, the open questions. So this will be quite similar to our normal examinations. You will be asked a question, in general question, and you will be asked to answer it for around 40 seconds. Okay, so when you have to start answering, a beep sound will be heard, and after 40 seconds another beep sound will be heard, and you have to conclude your story. In the same way, you will be a total of 2 questions, one, after that a beep after 40 seconds, and then a beep, and after a while another story, another question, and a beep, and 40 seconds and a beep. So after the completion of it, the voice prompts, thank you for completing the test, and after that some general questions regarding the your age, your personal details. It's not so necessary for attempt, it will not be evaluated for the marks. Okay, so this Versant test will be conducted for a total of 80 marks, and the passing marks will be 60. It's not so difficult for you to get through the test, but your pronunciations should be good, clear, and a little louder, as I told you already, and try to have a good sleep, good nap before you attend the test. Okay, because this test requires some amount of memory. In section E and F, you should remember the story and you have to retell it. And in section F, you have to remember the question and you have to think. So try to relax yourself and attend this test. All the best. Thank you.